And good evening and welcome. That's it. Happy waves, happy waves. Welcome to episode 9 of the Vegan Hour. This is Tuesday, May the 1st, and I'm with the amazing Donna Wild. Thank you for coming along, Donna.
Thank you so much.
She is from Till the Cows Come Home, and I'm going to be talking to her tonight. Actually, she's going to be talking to us tonight. So let's just get a few things out of the road whilst people are coming online. I can see people starting to come online. Thank you, folks. Okay, events coming up this weekend. This Saturday, May the 5th, Vegan Life. Yes, Vegan Life. I'm doing it in my announcer's voice. We are having a lunch at the new LC at Miami, which is the new plant-based collective with all wonderful 5 different vegan businesses there that you can get a variety of different foods, from pizzas to Flower of Life to Greenhouse to ramen to kebabs. So this Saturday, 11:30 a.m, Vegan Life is having a lunch there, and it'll probably be busy because it's really busy there. So also, actually, I should just say, tonight's live stream for the first time ever has been live streamed through multiple channels at the same time, which means we're actually live streaming on Till the Cows Come Home, which is the camera I'm looking at.
On Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah.
Facebook?
Facebook, yeah. And we're also live streaming through my page here on Facebook, and we're also sharing it around different forums. So if you see us looking up, that's because we've got camera up there, we've got 2 cameras down here, we've got the mate up there. It's crazy stuff. Yeah. So let's get some other events out of the road and then we'll get on with the show. Sunday, Animal Liberation Queensland is having a Bunnings vegan barbecue. How awesome is that? Yes, that's that's good, isn't it?
Everyone's wanted, every vegan's wanted that. That's gone to Bunnings.
Yeah. So you can go along to Bunnings and actually support them at Cannon Hill from 8 a.m. So get along there for that one. And also from 9 a.m. on Sunday at the Green Edge is the Animal Liberation Queensland Worldwide Vegan Bake Sale. So it's all happening in Brisbane on Sunday. So if you missed the introduction, Donna Wild is with me tonight. She is from the charity called Till the Cows Come Home. Donna is a nutritionist and plant-based health and lifestyle author. Wow, I nearly got through all of that without tripping over it. I did fairly well there. Yeah. So tonight we're going to be finding out what Till the Cows Come Home is all about, which is a grand vision that you have, isn't it? Yes. Also going to be finding out about Donna's vegan journey, because you've been vegan for 15 years, and there's been different stages and transitions and that with your journey, so we're going to be finding out about that as well, and also some of the activism that you've been involved with as well. So I'm going to do my best to do minimal talking tonight, and because I want to hear a lot about, I don't know a lot about Donna, so I want to find out a lot about her journey. Also, I open the floor up to questions. Please ask your questions, folks, because this is what the Vegan Hour is all about. It's dynamic. You can ask questions as we're going along, and we'll just do our best to field the answers. So, Donna, well, yes,
if I can say, anyone shooting questions through on the Till the Cows Come Home page, I won't be able to answer your questions until later, but I will take time tonight to answer all your questions. Alternatively, you can hop onto Harry Bolman's Facebook page, and you can live stream with us, and any questions you post there we'll get to tonight through the live stream. So you've got 2 options. Either I'll answer you later until the cows come home, or I'll answer you now on Harry Bolman.
I tell you what, you've got the job. You can start Monday. Oh, actually, you can start next Tuesday. you got the announcer's job. That's it. Harry quits.
You do so well.
No, you do so well. Brilliant. Okay. So, Donna, where would you like to start with who you are and in your foundation? That you've been vegetarian. You went vegetarian 26 years ago. Is that correct?
I did. Yes.
Okay, so let's start there. Why?
Okay.
Why did you go vegetarian?
I grew up in Byron Bay.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I had, from memory, I had one friend who had a vegetarian mother. So it had planted in me that vegetarian did exist. I got it, and I also loved her cooking. Like, I thought it was the best cooking. So I always looked forward to dinners over there. That was a treat. I grew up on meat and veg, like really hearty. You have your meat on the plate. You have your dairy sauce all over it, and you have little bit of vegetables on the side kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how I grew up, and like ham sandwiches with butter and cheese and tiny bit of lettuce maybe.
Excuse me whilst I throw up.
Yeah. So that's the background of how I grew up. So my journey of going vegetarian at first, I was 11 years old. On the beach with my family, and I walked over to the water and I was just having a moment. I was already meditating back then, and I think it was a bit of that. I just kind of tapped in, and I was looking in the water and I thought, I don't own those animals in the ocean. So who am I to choose if I eat them? Who am I to choose if I kill them? So that was my 11-year-old logic.
Wow.
And I went and told my mum, who was the cook in the home, that I'm not eating seafood anymore. So that was the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did that for, I believe it was almost a year that I stopped eating seafood, and I was still eating, which in our family, it didn't mean that sometimes I missed out on a meat meal. It meant that we had that animal replaced with another animal.
Right.
So I always was still eating an animal.
You're right, yeah.
And then one day my mum handed me, and she fully respected that Donna doesn't eat seafood.
Yeah.
But she accidentally handed me a pasty, thinking it was a chicken pasty.
Yeah.
And it was a prawn pasty.
Ooh.
And I bit into it. I still remember it now because it was the last time.
Right, yeah.
Life, like bodies.
Yeah.
And that was my moment when I went, what's the difference between eating one animal and another animal? Why am I putting a chicken's life above, a prawn's life above a chicken's life? They should be considered equal.
That was your speciesism moment.
That was my speciesism moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I became vegetarian as 11 years old.
11 years old, wow. Yeah. You were well ahead of your time.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you went vegetarian, obviously, like a lot of people that went vegetarian, they did that thinking they were doing the right thing.
Yes.
But they didn't realise the horrors of the dairy industry.
Absolutely. I had no clue of the horrors of the dairy industry. And in fact, when there was some point in the next, I believe it was the next year, because I still remember being in primary school, and you're in primary school in Australia until you're 12.
Yeah.
So I believe I was still in primary school, and I thought to myself, when I move out of home and I'm 21, I'm going to go vegan. Now I had.
Did you know? Hang on. Did you know what vegan was? Then?
I don't know how, but that is my memory of it.
Wow.
So that's my memory. So I have no idea how. Maybe somebody told me about it, but I didn't know a vegan.
No.
So I don't know how that happened.
But you did know a vegetarian. So.
But I knew a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you're ready for me to go to when I went vegan.
Yeah.
When I was, when I was 13, I'll say.
Yeah.
And I hope he's not watching. I got a crush on the only vegan in our school, which was the first vegan I ever met.
Wow.
And I had a crush on him for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that part of the story.
Yeah.
Us vegans are so cool,
So cool. Irresistible.
Irresistible. This is it. What can we say?
Yeah, so I had a crush on him for a long time. Never dated him.
Yeah.
And then, so that was the only vegan I knew, and from 13 to 22. And his family was vegan.
Okay, yeah.
Vegan then was different to today. Vegan now, it's like, you know what vegan is. Then he ate chocolate and with milk in it, and his family ate honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So now that wouldn't fly as a vegan.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's a vegetarian family.
Yeah.
But but then when I was 22, I met the next vegan. And the day we started dating was the day I went vegan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for love. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had a magical year with him. Magic.
Awesome.
And got to and his whole family was vegan, and so I got to experience what it was like fitting into this family as a vegan, and as people that are already experienced for many years doing vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. So okay, you'd fully embraced it. Had you embraced the ethical side of it at that stage, or was it?
It's interesting because I didn't fully get it at the time, because they did it for spiritual. That family that I went vegan with, they did it for spiritual reasons.
Interesting. Were they following a certain spiritual path? Perhaps?
No, their own beliefs and energetic beliefs. And the mum was a energy worker.
Right.
And so she knew if you're wearing leather, there's an energy around it. So,
yes.
So don't.
Smart woman.
Yeah,
yes.
Very smart woman.
Yes.
So I had that awareness, and so I remember all those years ago, like, oh, that person's wearing like sheepskin Ugg boots, and that was like crazy concept because she was vegan as well. So we were like, how can she do that? Yeah. So that was
So you were aware. So also you were aware that some people hadn't made the full connection with that. You know.
Very aware. I remember times going to family events where one gorgeous relative just had no concept. Half my family's in the States and then half in Australia. From my dad's side's in the States, my mum's in Australia.
Okay.
And I remember being over in the States and one relative cooking for the family, and she said, "I made you not beef stew." Like,
not beef stew.
Not beef stew.
Right.
I'm like, what's in not beef stew? Turkey. It was literally turkey. And by the same family.
Well, it's not beef.
It's not beef. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I didn't eat. I didn't eat the stew. I was very firm on no. I don't eat animals. Yeah.
Wow. See, again, that's a person that's not vegan that thinks that it's okay to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, and to not understand the difference between one species and another. And
so I was thinking speciesism.
Speciesism, absolutely.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so 15. It was 15 years ago that you went fully vegan. Fully vegan. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And at that stage, it was more a diet sort of thing. The ethics hadn't fully started.
No, it was ethics for me. It was always ethics. It was ethics from 11 years old, and it was still ethics. Even though the family that I went vegan with was for spiritual reasons, I still fully got that I was doing it for ethics, and I was going to reap the spiritual benefits.
That's good, yeah.
And I did.
I guess, yes, your original reason when you were at the beach and you were seeing the fish, or thinking of the fish in the ocean and that, you were thinking that we don't have the right to kill them and that. Yeah. So, yes, it would have been initially for ethics, yeah. I just don't know why I was thinking food. I'm always thinking food.
Yeah, well, I have been talking about food for 10 years as well, so you've probably seen that.
Now, so for 10 years, you've been, you've got a book, Healthy, Sexy, Vegan, is that right?
I do,
yes. Okay. Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit about that, because that fits in with your 10 years of promoting veganism as something that's going to make you healthy and sexy.
Yeah, sure.
That's sort of been the angle you've taken, hasn't it?
It is, very much so.
So let's find out a bit about that.
Sure. I've written a book series, a Healthy, Sexy, Vegan book series, and then 2 other books are going to come out this year, as well as a revised version of the first book. So the book's available. Healthy, Sexy, Vegan is available on Amazon right now. So you can.
Wonder if I might even be able to find a link.
So
I'll see if I can find a link.
Yeah, cool.
So you talk and I'll look for links.
Yep, sure. So if I can go back, when I went vegetarian, I'll go back to even before that. I had health issues from birth. So from when I was born, I had trouble hearing. I had so much blocking in my ear that I had grommets put in.
That's when you were born, from birth?
When I was born, from birth.
Wow, okay.
From birth, I couldn't hear.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I still have hearing trouble today from it because of all the stuff I've been through with it. But a completely different journey to what it should have been if my health was on point and I wasn't having dairy and all that kind of thing. I was breastfed as a baby, but my mum wasn't. But my mum was eating meat and dairy. So there's that issue, which is part of the book that I've written, Healthy, Sexy, Vegan Mama.
Which I'll just interrupt and say that I've just put the link, Amazon's link to Healthy, Sexy, Vegan there. So, So you were breastfed from your meat-eating mother.
Yeah. Which I believe caused the extra mucus in the ears and the issues with that. And then I had all these health issues, and it turned out I was lactose intolerant. So as soon as I was put on cow's milk after finishing breastfeed, I was then tried to put me onto goat's milk to better the lactose intolerance, and I still had issues around that, obviously, most do. And then from there, I was put on soy very early, but we didn't know that I had a gluten intolerance. Like I had just had intolerance because my body was just in breakdown mode and didn't know what was happening. Like I remember all these different symptoms and no one being able to tell me what they were.
That's frustrating, isn't it? That's really, what was that, over years that you were going through that?
Years.
So frustrating.
Years.
Yeah.
So when I was 13, I believe it was 13, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis throughout my entire body.
At 13?
At 13.
Wow.
And I was in pain, a lot of pain through my entire body, from my neck, the bones in my fingers, my elbows, my stomach, my gut, everything hurt, my knees, my toes, everything hurt, and they just had to box it into something and said, rheumatoid arthritis, we'll give you medication for that. So I went on medication. You
were looking at probably being on medication for the rest of your life.
I was supposed to be on medication for the rest of my life. Yeah. Instead, my stomach lining split from so much ulceration after about 5 months on the medication when I was still 13 that I spent 3 days in hospital.
Wow.
And decided I don't want to ever be taking that much medicine again, if any.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I already had the awareness, like it's not great to be taking medicine for all these different things. You need to try and get healthier, but I wasn't told the truth about what health is by any industry.
Yeah, the professionals that you were going to don't really have a great idea, do they?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big part of my journey as well, was getting diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I'd been training for dance my whole life, and for me, I was going to be a dancer. That was it. I was just set. There was nothing else I wanted to do but be a dancer, buy a property. When I go home from my dance tours, there's happy cows living outside. That was just the dream.
That was even at what age?
Even at 13, I remember telling my best friend that vision.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And her sharing with me the vision and telling each other how much we love cows.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and she's vegan today.
That is awesome as well.
And a mum with a vegan child.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Wow.
Hey, Jade. So from there, I had all sorts of other health issues. I ended up putting on weight. I got to 17 years old. I was at performing arts school in Sydney. So I moved from Byron Bay to Sydney, away from the normal diet into boarding school diet, even at a performing arts school where they're raising ballerinas and dancers and actresses and actors. And the diet was just unbelievable. It was all packet food. They knew I was vegetarian then, so I had a vegetarian version of everything. And I put on 13 kilos before I finished school, and I had a lot more pain. And thankfully, then our family had the money to be able to see specialists and that kind of thing. Whether that's thankful or not, it's all part of my journey.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, I ended up seeing the best specialists in the country. Again, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. I remember the last specialist that I saw. I got a ferry from my school, went over to the specialist, took the whole day off school to see this guy. And he took out a picture of what my hands would look like, he said, by the time I'm 22. So I'm 17-year-old with a dance aspiration, in a lot of pain. And he holds up this picture of this old woman's hand. She was clearly old. She wasn't 22. You could tell from her skin. And all her bones were bound to get together. And she was like this.
Gnarly old hands sort of thing,
And he said that will be you when you're 22, and you'll be lucky to walk.
Wow.
Yeah. And he, I feel the weight of that for a minute.
Yeah, I am. I can't imagine how I'd handle that sort of news.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So at first I didn't take it well at all. He told me to stop dancing, even though I was still at performing arts school. But I was sitting out my dance training. We were supposed to be dancing around 5 hours a day. In school, that's why we're at that school, so we can dance all day under leading instructors in the country. And I'm sitting on the side trying to visualize how to get the routine into my head so that when I'm not hurting so bad, I can get up and do it.
Wow.
Yeah. So he told me that, and from that, I said, I'm not quitting dance. I finished my year and stopped dancing. And didn't pick up dance again until I started going to, then when I went vegan, by the way, the arthritis pain left the next day.
What?
The next day. Rheumatoid arthritis, full blown, told I'm going to be crippled. I was 22 years old, I wasn't crippled. And I hadn't changed my diet any further than when I was 17. I didn't know any different.
So hang on.
Yeah.
I've got to get this straight. So
Yeah.
because you'd already been vegetarian at that stage for what, about 9 years or no?
10.
10 years, something like
11.
that. 11
Yes,
years. Okay,
11.
we'll keep the numbers going.
Yeah,
We'll see how long we get. Do we have a higher bid?
I did
Anyway,
11.
so
Yeah.
you've been vegetarian at that stage for 11 years.
Yeah.
You went vegan, and the next day,
Yeah.
the pain disappeared.
Yeah.
Wow. So does that mean that it wasn't really arthritis? Maybe that it was an inflammation, a different sort of inflammation or something, maybe?
Which is a cause of arthritis.
Yeah.
So I absolutely could have ended up with crippling arthritis.
Wow.
Thankfully, I had more time than what the specialist said I had.
Ah, yes, yes.
Otherwise,
yes.
I absolutely believe, thanks Christine, I absolutely believe that I would be by about now, so I'm 36 today, nearly 37, that I would be somewhere along the line of where he said I would be by now, but certainly not by 22. Yeah.
So, the only difference you made for that pain to go away was you dropped the dairy.
I dropped the dairy.
Yeah.
That was it.
Incredible, isn't
Yeah.
it? And that's I'm still trying to take in that it had the effects so quickly.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I saw over the last 10 years, I saw that with my clients on a regular basis. And literally, when I do check-ins with them, if I message, they'll message me and say, I had dairy today and I'm in pain.
Ah.
And they haven't felt pain since the last time they had dairy.
Wow.
It can switch on and off like that.
Like that.
Just like Colin Campbell says, with nutrition being the switch for cancer, you can switch it on, you switch it off. It's the same with arthritis, guys. It's exactly the same.
There's a few comments. I didn't want to address comments while they were coming through because I wanted to hear your story.
Thank you.
So I want to get to some of the comments. Christine, the most recent one there, Christine says, people have no idea how damaging dairy is.
Oh.
And I'll also mirror that and say I've seen many examples with friends of mine over the years how greatly their health improved by cutting dairy out. You know,
changed my life. Changes many lives.
I want to say hello to some of the people that said hello. Sandy said hello, and of course Christine did.
Hey guys.
And there was a few others there which I think I've missed. George also mentioned that there's photos somewhere where James Aspey was speaking a couple of years ago and you're dancing around, people dancing around and you're in the photo, and apparently it turns out I'm in the photo as well, so there you go.
Oh, who was that?
George
King.
Yeah, George King says that. It was, I think, there was it was actually
in Palm Beach.
at Palm Beach in 2016 where James Aspey spoke. Do you remember that one? Down at the Pirates,
I do.
Pirate Park down at Palm Beach there.
Yeah.
And I was there and you were there and I didn't even know you were there. So there you go. And you were dancing around. I didn't, anyway.
There you go.
It's a small world,
That's
isn't it?
Cute.
It's becoming a bigger vegan world.
Yeah.
Rapidly becoming a bigger vegan world.
Yeah.
So you mentioned then about clients that you've had. So I want to find out more about clients, what you do with clients, and are you still working with clients? And
Okay. So no.
Done.
Done.
Now.
I don't know.
Well, that was the easiest answer I've had in a while.
I decided that my 100% focus, besides being a single mum of a almost 4-year-old, is going to be till the cows come home. So I'm not going to be taking on any more nutrition clients. That's a decade.
A decade
An
of that.
era.
So that chapter has closed now.
It's closed.
Okay, so I'm now no longer going to refer to you as a nutritionist. I'm going to refer to you as a
CEO.
CEO. Let's do that. Okay. So what we need to do now is, because tonight we want to find out what Till the Cows Come Home is all about. Did we want to, before we go there, did we want to also talk any more about your book, which I put a link in there, or have we covered that?
I don't mind. I feel like we've covered it. Thank you.
We've covered it? Good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. There's three. So there's the first book that's out right now. I say, no, it's all good. The first book is...
I'm glad you can talk better than I can.
The book that you'll see on Amazon, everything you want to know about being healthy, sexy, and vegan. All right.
Which I'll put the link to in this live stream. It's not on the other live stream we're doing, but you'll put a link to that later. Yes. Thank you. I'm very curious to see what comments we're missing on that other one, but we can't see the comments to that one at the moment.
I look forward to that. So that book is literally everything you want to know about being vegan, really, but doing it healthfully and attaining the body and beauty that most of us are searching for, that most of us want, that I certainly didn't have. Back, I've got a photo of me when I was 21.
Yeah.
Like, that's your prime, right?
Yeah.
I was 21. My stomach is like
Yeah.
out here. My arms are twice as thick. My face is round, puffy, not the same skin, not the same complexion, not the same sparkle in the eyes, like just not the same human. Or
Christine says, I need that book.
You know it.
Christine, the Amazon link is a few comments above, so have a look.
I've just donated, Christine, if you're going to Dominion in Byron Bay coming up soon.
Oh, when is that?
I actually don't have the dates on me.
Okay.
We can put them in, but I've donated 26 books to Dominion.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow.
So they're right there near you, Christine, and also they're giving a gift bag with every person that enters gets this vegan gift bag, and inside the gift bag is access to the ebook of everything you want to know about being healthy, sexy, and vegan. So everyone there will have access to my book, whether it's digital or if you're fast enough, then hard copy as you walk in.
That is very nice of you to do that. That's fantastic.
Thank you. I thought it was awesome that Rainbow Activism put together those packages as well.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll come back to talking about Dominion later, because you recently went to the screening on the coast, and I want to get your feedback on that.
Yeah.
But that'll tie in with activism and that, so we'll come back to that. So let's talk about Till the Cows Come Home.
Yep.
For some reason, whenever I say the word till, it sounds like kill. I noticed in the promo video, I don't know if you picked up on this, but that's why I said Till the Cows Come Home. I thought, your T sounds like a K. My T sounds like a K. So I had to write the word there so people would know what I was saying. But anyway, Lindy asks, are you still dancing?
No.
No, but only a few years ago, 3 years ago, you won. What was it? What was it you won only 3 years ago, I think it was?
Okay, so after I had my daughter, so she's nearly 4, after I had her, I wanted to come back to dancing and show what vegans can do. So I got back did my first I started training when she was 4 months old. I was still breastfeeding. I did my first performance when she was 5 months old. I did my first competition, which was the Queensland Salsa Titles, when she was 9 months old, and got first place.
Wow.
And then I did the Australian title when she was just 1 year old, so 3 months after the Queensland title, and placed first place.
Oh, it would be fair to say you know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Congratulations. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Thanks.
Okay, so Till the Cows Come Home. What is Till the Cows Come Home all about?
Okay.
Enlighten us all. This is at the 8 o'clock mark, so we're into the second half of the show. So this is all about the charity side now, about your charity.
Okay. So it's a foundation where we rescue and rehome farm animals. So I consider farm animals to be, and I don't think it's just a consideration, it's just obvious if you look at the data, the most abused and neglected group of species on the planet. And so I consider that of a highest priority. And when people refer to the meat and dairy industry as a Holocaust, I absolutely agree with them.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. It's a Holocaust for them. And so that's what I'm working on with this charity. So we make the charity transparent by putting it on the blockchain. Now, I'm going to
Yeah, explain for those of us that are a little bit simple what a blockchain is.
Yeah, not even simple. This is like tricky to get your head around. So I'm just going to kind of like put it out there and then maybe not go into it too much.
Okay.
Because I'd need my crypto experts next to me, Kelly and Lisa,
Okay.
the other members of my team. But yeah, so basically it's going on the blockchain. So if you guys know Bitcoin, which if everyone's been hating Bitcoin recently, it's on its way back up now, so you might start liking it again. But Bitcoin is a coin. So we also have Cowcoin, which will be a coin. And so the idea is that we have this charity that people can donate and see all the money that comes into the charity. So that's the benefit of being on the blockchain.
Right.
So say for example now, transparency,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So say for example right now, I'm gonna not name names, it's very tempting, but pick an organization. They just, in Australia, they recently raised $6 million from donations. That's $6 million, with that $6 million, they bought one shanty in a third world country. What the heck?
Yes, I think I know who that organisation is. Well, I'm not going to say it either. But yes, of course, a lot of the money went to administration and God knows what.
And Lamborghinis.
Lamborghinis. That's right. What a wonderful organisation you are for saving animals.
Yeah.
Yes,
And so
the nameless one.
Yeah. And I believe that all the beautiful, hearted people out there, which there are so many, there are millions of vegans now of all, like, almost all, maybe all, have beautiful hearts, and then all the other people
have beautiful hearts.
They all have beautiful hearts, and then all the future vegans and all those beautiful hearts. Like they're all, I think they're all looking for something to be a part of and contribute to be able to do better, but they want to know that what they're contributing to is actually getting where they put it.
Yes. So that's why I like the transparency.
Yeah.
So how, in a practical sense, how do people see that? Is there a do they go on a website? Can they see what's happening?
Literally, so that's a bit more complicated, but there's literally a website and people search all day, every day online looking at these kind of things to see if they should invest into these coins and companies. So that in the crypto space, that's literally just what they do. Yeah. It's what you do. Unlike the real world, you go, oh, that company's been in my face for a few years now. I think I'll throw them a few dollars, or all of their box is just there. Maybe I'll just put some money in. That kind of thing.
So it allows you to see where the money's going. Does it also allow you to see what the company is like investing in and that sort of thing? Is that so? That's full transparency.
Full transparency.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's,
so technically, you see what's going in. Yeah. And then we'll show you milestones of what we're achieving.
Excellent.
Along the way. That'll all be shown.
And Jody says she loves Latin dancing and has been in a few comps in the past too. I bet you have. Yes. Awesome. Now,
so the other part of the business is that we're working with pre-existing sanctuaries and ones that are underfunded and needing more land and needing more support, needing more money.
Okay. Can we name any of these sanctuaries at the moment or not?
Yep, we can.
Okay.
So Sugar Shine.
Woohoo!
Yes. Love you.
Sugar Shine, love you.
Sugar Shine is first on our list of who we're going to be supporting. And so they're based in Austinville. Yeah, lots of love hearts on that name. Yeah. We love you. Yeah. That's first on the list of who we're supporting. The women working there, namely Kelly and Christine, oh my goodness. Like, do you know humans that kind?
Kelly's been on the show twice. Yes. And I just, when I meet people like her and I just think, I couldn't do it. I couldn't give that way, you know. It's just, it's incredible. Yeah. So that's when you talk about vegans with amazing hearts. That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I have goosebumps from head to toe right now thinking about you, Kelly.
A huge shout out to Kelly and to Christine, and to of course to everyone there that does all the work that they do to help the animals. I mean, just amazing, selfless. Selfless because of the love of the animals. It's just beautiful.
And doing such an incredible job with what you've got. And so I want to come in and lift up those people, lift up people like that so that they can help more animals. Oh, thank you, Robert.
Christine says it's Wairala.
Wairala. Thank you, Christine, for correcting that. Not Austinville, it's Anthony Wairala.
Yeah. And what's Robert say? Thanks for sharing. I've learned so much. That's awesome.
Yay.
It's good. So have I.
Yeah, that's what I want.
So, Till the Cows Come Home is going to be supporting Sugar Shine.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And we plan to do 2 sanctuaries every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now you're at the moment just. Are you just setting the foundation now for Till the Cows Come Home?
We are just setting the foundation.
Yeah. So
where even though we've been working hard in the background at the forefront, we don't have a website yet. So still, we've just started marketing,
but you do
social
have
media.
a Facebook page, which I'm about to put a link in.
Yep. So we got till the Cows Come Home Facebook page. I'd love to see you guys on there. And we have Cowcoin, which is our Instagram page as well.
How's that for a name? Cowcoin. How cool is that?
Cowcoin.
I love it.
Yeah.
So okay, people watching, if they want to help support Till the Cows Come Home, what's the best thing to do? To go to the Facebook page at the moment?
Yeah, the best thing at the moment is go to the Facebook page and follow us and just stay up to date. So you can even
can they get involved in the Cowcoin? Is it up and running enough, or is it still being like? Can they buy into Cowcoin now or not?
You can't buy into Cowcoin right now, and you can't even donate to Cowcoin right now, but you can donate to Sugar Shine.
Yes. Great point.
Yep.
Yes, of course. Yes.
And all the other beautiful farm sanctuaries right now. So if you're like, Donna, I want to give you money, I will give you the avenue really soon. It looks like we're going to be starting with a GoFundMe and starting the campaign for that in the next week or 2. And then and you'll be able to start giving donations there, and then from after, it looks like at this stage, after the first sanctuary, then we're going to move into the coin space and the crypto space, and you may even be able to start making a profit off your investments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whilst helping the animals.
So that's whilst helping the animals.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So we're still working on that at the moment, the tech side. So that's going to take a few months to.
Yep.
Yeah, to have that happening.
And this will be bringing to fruition your dream as a child to have a place that can help the animals.
Happy cows.
Happy cows, yeah. Happy cows with happy cow coin. This is this is awesome. What did Robert say there? I'm eating much better. Still plenty to learn. Well, there is always plenty to learn. Talking about that, Robert, you can always check out Donna's book. The link is, maybe I'll find the link again and share it again, because I shared it a lot earlier there.
Yeah,
so
everything you want to know about being healthy, sexy and vegan, right there on Amazon, you can grab that. And it really is, it's for beginner stages, it's for pre-vegan stages, it's for post-vegan stages.
Is there an ebook version of it?
There is an ebook version on Amazon as well.
Is it? Okay, so if I just click on the Amazon link, that'll probably give the ebook version as well. So I'll just or it'll probably link to it. That's the Kindle edition, I think I've got there.
Kindle.
So, okay. I'll just put that link across here. And where are we? There Beautiful. We go. Right. So you can become a healthy, sexy vegan like we are. We are. All right. So, what did you do there? I missed that. Was it? That's it. Brilliant. So like... Anyway, I was going to go off on something really silly, but I won't. Okay, so what more can we find out about Till the Cows Come Home at the moment? So it's still in its foundation stages, but whilst it's still being put together, any of the existing charities can be supported just directly.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So Sugar Shine, or maybe Farm Animal Rescue, or any of the others can still be supported directly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is I need to understand what the difference is between, say, supporting them directly or going through Till the Cows Come Home.
Sure,
How does that?
So if you, okay. So if you give money to Sugar Shine today, and Christine, I can see you on there, so feel free to tell me if I should correct this. If you give to that, they'll use the money directly for helping the animals right there then. Like they need money right now for food, for fixing shelters, for vet care. Oh my gosh, vet care. Yeah, so they need, Christine says food. They need money for food.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I hear a lot from the smaller sanctuaries is food.
Vet bills, food. And Jody says, I'd like to see many more healthy vegan role models, which is,
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely,
There's so many great ones right now, though. Yeah.
They need bedding as well. And Christine's listing all
bedding,
the things.
Thank you, Christine.
Vet bills, food, bedding, medical is a big one. Yeah. Wow. It gets it actually, the reality of the costs gets a bit scary when
imagine the weight of that on your shoulders.
Yes.
So I'm trying to put it on my shoulders instead of theirs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Current vet bill is $1,000. Christine says, wow.
Yeah.
And shelter as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate that. See, you know, I actually really appreciate, Christine, you sort of putting it in that point form almost, you know, sort of, because that brings home the reality of what's really involved rather than just saying, you know, we need this and we need that. That's actually saying what's defining it a bit more directly. $350 per week in food. Wow. That's almost as much as I spend on myself.
So the Sugar Shine has around 155 animals right now. Christine, correct that if you want.
How many?
I believe it's around 155.
Wow, that many?
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably beyond its capacity.
It's way beyond its capacity.
I think it is. I think I remember Kelly saying its capacity was only about 70 or 80 or something.
Yeah.
So wow.
So a lot of them are chickens. And roosters.
They need water. Fence repairs.
Fence repairs, that's a big one because the animals escape and then they're...
Cherry asks, is there any way we can have a sanctuary for farmed animals on the Gold Coast?
Absolutely.
Would that be something you might like to see?
That's something I'm very interested in.
Okay.
Very interested in.
What else is... if only, and Judy says she loves animals, if only we had acreage. Yes. And... I guess I was just thinking, I've got acreage and I've got native animals on there, so that's nice, you know. So, but I mean, it's nice in that they're living there, you know, without fear of being attacked by dogs or cats, you know. So that's
absolutely. And if you can hold on to that space as well for them, that's beautiful because there's plenty of farmed land already that we can buy and use.
It's funny, we've got conversations going in different directions here.
We're
talking, like Robert's coming back to the health aspect again, and because it's live stream and dynamic, we sort of have these different questions happening. Robert's saying, was it since giving up alcohol 3 years last Wednesday, life is getting better? Yes. And that's awesome. Whenever I hear anyone giving up alcohol, I just, because of my own experience with it, I just think, fantastic. Just love to hear it. So one of the best, the best thing you can do for your health is being vegan. Yeah. And then high on the list is giving up poison, which is called alcohol. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Is it all right if they donate money to Till the Cows Come Home as opposed to Sugar Shine?
Yes, please. I want to find out that because we've got lost on that
question.
Yes. Yes.
So if you donate it to Till the Cows Come Home and you donate it within this certain period of time, then you'll be putting your money towards us getting new land, new facilities for Sugar Shine.
Excellent.
So you can, it depends where your heart is. Are you in right now, I want to give them what I can for food and things that are important right now, or bigger picture, do you want to put your money towards buying them land and moving them, giving them the ability to be able to have more animals on the land, because my hope is that we get them 400 acres as opposed to 8 acres they've got at the moment. I want to get them 400.
That would be amazing.
Because these two ladies, Kelly and Lisa, are completely capable of having a huge amount of animals under their care. Huge amount of animals, and so I don't want to limit that number. So it will depend on how much money we have coming into the fund, into the GoFundMe, to whether we get around 100 acres or whether we get around 400 acres. Wow. But we need to be working with what kind of money. we have to work with.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is. It's good to set a goal like that and to work towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you will.
But we need you guys.
With the
We
way
really
that,
do.
with the way so far in your life that you've met your challenges and overcome them, just especially your own personal health challenges. I mean, you know, by the age you are now, if you had been following the path that you had originally started out on,
yeah.
I mean, you could probably have been in a wheelchair or something by now, or hardly been functional at all.
Yeah.
And instead, you turned your life around on a personal level, and were able to, you know, do your dancing and win competitions and be an inspiration for others and help, you know, motivate others to be healthy, sexy vegans. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So I can see you using that drive and that passion now to help the animals through Sugar Shine and through other places.
Thanks so much.
And Matthew says hello Matthew, how are you?
Hello.
And we've got Christine saying, and then creating the infrastructure on the land. Yes,
absolutely.
That would be another thing. I mean, that's a massive, just a massive thing to do, isn't it? The whole, you know, you don't just buy some land and go, here you go, animals.
No, you don't. Especially since we're rescuing animals, so we're not necessarily like the animals that we're focusing on getting. And we're open to all farm animals, no matter their story. But the animals we're focusing and sourcing are the farm animals that are sick and injured and won't make it to slaughter.
Right.
So, and those statistics, the numbers are astronomical. So I'm talking, if you look at Christelle Force's website, which is excellent, abattoirs, Aussie abattoirs?
Aussie Farms.
Aussie Farms,
Aussie
thank
Farms,
you.
yes.
Every time I'm looking, I forget the name, I search Aussie abattoirs and I find it. Yeah, Aussie Farms website. Christelle Force is the guy who created Dominion.
Yep, which we're going to talk about in a minute.
Dominion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got data on there that's really easy to see instead of having to do what I do and like trying to find it everywhere.
I'll provide a link to that
Thank you.
now, so to help people with what we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's got data there. If you go into lambs, for example, and someone, if you want to look at this and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's right. So the first 48 hours, 50% of lambs in Australia die because of weather conditions.
50% in the first 48 hours.
50%
because of weather conditions.
Because of weather conditions in Australia. Because we're really weather conditions. It's not like too hot to raise lambs. It's like we're not sheltering them appropriately. We're not weathering protecting them appropriately. We're not giving them water appropriately, obviously, or they're.
But also, they are not natural to Australia. The climate here is not actually suited to them.
There are so many reasons.
Yeah.
So many reasons. So within 48 hours, like 50% of them, that number is just unacceptable.
Oh.
I don't accept that number.
One death is unacceptable.
One death is unacceptable.
If it's preventable, which all deaths in theory should be,
indeed,
it's unacceptable. We should be doing our best to preserve life, not take it away. So, so I provided a link to Aussie Farms. I just had a quick look through there. I couldn't see the statistics, but if people want to look and see, it's on the page, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
If you click on, I know, especially lambs. I know the lambs pages. I remember seeing that there.
So I want to also just Robert asked a question, which is again off the topic. Any good vegan shops on the Gold Coast to buy T-shirts? Greenhouse Factory has T-shirts. Are you thinking through Love Child?
Love Child T-shirts. Yeah.
Love Child will reopen in. Let's give it a month to maybe 2 months maximum. That probably in 6 to 8 weeks, Love Child will reopen the fashion side. They opened the food side on Sunday, and then upstairs will be the fashion side. So I think Abby will have that reopened, say within a couple of months, and it's all cruelty-free clothing. So that would be one of the places, Robert. Otherwise, online, I even have an online shop that has the Vegan Life shirts, and there's plenty of other people that have, that. So, so okay. Back to the lambs, and I'm just looking. We've got about 10 minutes to go. So I wanted to ask you, before we go off talking about Till the Cows Come Home, I want to ask you a bit about your activism and Dominion and that as well.
Sure.
But so can we what more can we find out about Till the Cows Come Home? Have we covered sort of everything?
Yeah,
there?
if you guys want to support Till the Cows Come Home now, even though we're not accepting funds right now, you absolutely can. If you share anything on the page, if you comment on the page, if you like the page, like the Instagram page, tell your friends about the pages, tell your friends about the business, share this video through either Harry's page or my page. All these things will help so much if we create a movement. And on the topic of Dominion, that's been the incredible thing about Dominion, is that it's created a movement, literally a Dominion movement, right? And that's what I'd love to see here, is that we make an impact and create change, and it's really going to come from the ground, from all you guys, your support, your belief in me, your belief in the message, and your faith that we can actually change the world in this way for these animals.
Now, well said.
Thank you.
That's great.
Gave me goosebumps.
I hope it gave you guys goosebumps as well, because that was really well said. I love it. That was good. Christine says, Melbourne was amazing. We blocked Burke Street Mall. Yes. So maybe we should go on to talking about that. For people that aren't aware, the weekend just gone was a massive, well, it would have been the biggest animal rights march in Australia, in Melbourne, and Christine was down there, and many people travelled from all parts of Australia to go there to support the Dominion March. And Dominion being Chris Delforce's follow-up to
Dominion.
Yeah, Dominion, the movie, being his follow-up to
Lucent.
Lucent, yes, thank you. couldn't think of it. So so Dominion has really created, and it's only been out a few weeks, and already has created a huge sort of interest, and I think it's meant to educate people that aren't aware of what's happening to the animals, by really putting it in your face in the way that Earthlings did. Yeah. And saying, hey, this is what's happening. Do you really want to keep supporting this? Do you really think this is acceptable? Because when people see it, they just go, holy shit.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, because
you're going to go, holy shit.
I will go, holy shit. And I'll be, you know, I've admitted on my page that I did gift my tickets to someone else to go and see it, and because
it's sold out on me.
Because it's sold out on me, and I did that knowing that at the time that it was screening on the Gold Coast, I just did not feel emotionally capable of seeing it. I would say tonight I would probably feel a lot stronger in myself to be able to go and see it. But a few weeks ago when it was on, I was still, you know, a little bit like, I don't think I can handle this. Yeah. So you went and saw it?
I went and saw it. I'm the kind of person, I watched Earthlings. If you guys haven't seen Earthlings, you need to watch that as well. Yeah. So Earthlings is the American version, kind of.
You've watched Earthlings. We both watched it,
multiple times.
I don't want to watch Earthlings again.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Yeah. And I fully understand that, because you're taking responsibility from what you know. Yeah. So if you needed help to take the responsibility for what you know, then that would be an excellent tool for you. So I don't think that you actually have to. But I needed, for the work that I did over the last 10 years, I needed to connect people not just with nutrition, because if they came to me for nutrition, that was one aspect of staying vegan forever. It's not strong enough though. No. If somebody goes, okay, I'm vegan now, I'm just eating vegan food, it's not going to cut it forever. They're not going to stay on it, or even if they do, they're not going to stop the harm of other animals in other ways. Yes.
There has to be the ethical component.
There has to be the ethical component. Yeah. And so that's what I worked on with them for the last 10 years, was that they had to tap into the environmental issues, and they had to tap into the animal ethics as well. And so as part of my nutrition programs, it was always nutrition, ethics, like ethics being environmental and the animals. Like, excellent. And that helps with their health, because that kept them on track, and there's nothing healthier than being vegan.
Exactly. Healthy on all levels.
Healthy on all levels.
So, so how shocking was the reality when you were watching Dominion of what is happening, of the way that our animals are treated in Australia? Because it's Australian footage, it's shot, it's sadly it's recent footage as well. which means it's still going on. What's the cruelty to animals? How difficult did you find it to see how they're being treated?
I've seen literally everything in that movie. I've seen and known before, except one thing.
What was the one
that
thing?
one thing was that they have genetically modified chickens and roosters to be 2 different colors so that they can pick them out and dispose of. I knew they disposed of the males, but I thought they checked them. They used to check them, which was not always accurate, but they disposed the males through the grounder. But I didn't know that they genetically modified them already to be one color, which is orange, and another color, which is yellow.
Okay, there's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
And also, I want to use a stronger word than dispose of them. Dispose just is like throwing something away. We're talking about slaughtering them, murdering them, grinding them up alive, which is just insanity. So they actually now have 2 different colours.
They have 2 different colours in Australia, right here, right now.
So they can pick the males and go, well, we're going to murder you now. You've just been born, let's murder you.
Yeah. Done. It brought them into this world. Whereas we, like Till the Cows Come Home, that is who I want to, in the future, work with, the industries, so that changes and we can rehome the roosters. If we can't stop people eating animals, at least we can at least let us rescue.
Yes.
So we can start rescuing them.
Is there do you have a strategy of how you would do that rescuing? Is that something you can talk about, or is that something you can't go
about that?
No,
no,
that's all right.
Yeah. Thanks for asking that.
I was curious.
Yeah.
Occasionally I am. So you were aware of the extent of the cruelty going on already.
I've been to slaughterhouses.
Okay, so let's talk about that. You've done activism, you've done vigils,
you've
done. Okay, so let's talk a bit about that.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be starting to wind up shortly, so I want to find out about that.
Yeah. So being there firsthand, I felt, for me, with my message, with Till the Cows Come Home, I felt it really important for me over the last year to be seeing inside what's going on. Before, it was enough for me to read about it extensively and hear about it and discuss about it and see pictures of it and see videos of it. Before, I felt like that was enough, whereas now I feel like I need to see it firsthand, but not just see it firsthand, but to share it with my viewers and to show you that, this is the standard of how they look before they go into the slaughterhouse. And how they look is terrified. Much of them are hairless. Much of them are so obese from the hormones that they can't stand. Much of them are dead. Wow. Whereas we could, if we had a relationship with the industry, maybe we could rehome them as something that we're considering. We're not there yet, but we're considering it as a future project. There's just better options.
And the particular animals you're talking about, we're talking about pigs here. When you said they're affected by the hormones and they're terrified and all that, we're talking about cows and pigs and
pigs, chickens.
Yeah.
I haven't seen goats.
Okay.
They're going into slaughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty how do you handle that? How do you handle seeing that must, when you know that you're seeing the last moments of an innocent soul, basically, and you're there and you can't do anything for them, how do you handle that? That's pretty tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I handle it in a way like I think most humans handle it when it's in mass like that. You shut down a little bit, and you can't take the weight of the experience fully. But in saying that, I remember the first chicken truck I saw, and then the first dead chicken in the truck that I saw, and the very first crate that I saw. You remember that moment forever, and I cried a lot more there than I thought I would. I thought I've seen enough videos now. I can watch those videos without crying now. I watched Dominion without crying because I'd seen it.
Wow.
I've seen it all before, and even Chris Delforce's footage. I've been all through his website.
Right. Okay. So you were prepared for that.
I was really prepared, and I thought it would affect me more. But just like he said on stage, become immune
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
And I have a practice, like self-love practice, and like practice of tuning back into my feelings and tuning back into who I am in order to not feel so much pain and sadness for what's going on. Otherwise, I can be where I have been before. I've never really gone into depression, but when you feel so helpless, like you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I think most people would have that feeling about something where it's just like too big and you just,
it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. And so you just shut down instead.
I'm really glad you mentioned that you have a self-love practice, because for any activist, for anyone that's going to get involved in the reality face-to-face of what's happening to the animals, that is crucial, isn't it? It's crucial. Because otherwise you will end up a mess.
A mess.
You'll end up so angry that you're not of any help to yourself or anyone else.
Yeah.
Or you'll end up depressed, or you'll end up just in some other state that's not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of activists know this, which is really beautiful as well, because we have, like, I have one friend, Brian, if you're there, who when
Brian, you rock.
you
rock big time, man.
When we're at activism events, we have a policy where it gets too much, we cuddle.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you just move away from the truck, move away from the animals, move away from the people, whatever. And even something. Hug until you cried enough.
Brilliant. Yeah. Something like that is really, really important.
Yeah. Yeah. Super important. And you go back so much stronger.
Yeah.
And then I've got other friends like who you've had on this channel as well, the vegan couple.
Oh, yes.
Those gorgeous
creatures.
Yes.
Yeah, they are wonderful. Natasha and Luca,
Natasha. Yeah. So recently at the event, me and Natasha were having a laugh with some of the girls, and it's like, okay, and we're at an event and there's trucks of animals going past us, and it's like, no, it's important that we take this moment and appreciate that we can still feel and be and find moments of joy even amongst that, because in that place we can do more for the world.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I know what you're saying. And John says it's getting desensitized, but still it can. But put chinks in your armor, I think he means. You wouldn't want to see it, animals suffering all the time. No.
Yeah. Some people do.
Yeah, people, especially the ones that work in the industry, which is, and it does have, I mean, it's documented that it does have psychologically bad effects. Yeah. I'm looking at the time, we're actually gone a little bit over time, because it's been very, very interesting.
I could talk till midnight on this topic.
I think you could. So,
we need the vegan hours.
The vegan hours, that's right.
We need to change the show.
That's it. It would. Well, we'll have to do another episode sometime.
I'd love to.
Actually, when Till the Cows Come Home is in its next stage.
We
please.
can do that. I'd love to.
So I'm going to start winding up, and I'm going to say that, guys. Well, first off, I'm going to say thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you very much, Donna. It was excellent.
Yeah,
now, I'm going to say, guys, if you want to comment, you can still comment after the live stream is finished, and either myself or Donna will respond to it. And for people that have been watching on Till the Cows Come Home page, you're going to do your best to answer their questions. And this live stream, as all vegan hours, will be on YouTube in the next day or two. So what else does that leave before we wind up tonight? That leaves the next episode, episode 10, in 2 weeks' time, on Tuesday, May the 15th. I have anti-vivisectionist, which is a very hard word to say, Kelly Rose. She will be talking about the cruelty that's involved in vivisection. So, so that's in 2 weeks' time. So until then, live vegan and save lives. Thank you. We're getting lots of little things coming in. Thank you for joining us. Good night, and I'll see you on the Vegan Hour in 2 weeks' time.
See you guys.
Good night, folks.